what has you excited coming off a big year? What's got you pumped up for 2026? How's your game feeling? What are you working on?
Yeah, I feel like I made a lot of improvements this year, and it's kind of just more of the same. My coach and I, really try to pick apart my rounds and figure out he loves to say, just pick up a quarter shot a day kind of thing. And that's really been our approach, this last year and a half, is whatever it may be, just trying to get a little bit better. And hopefully you do that long enough and you kind of start getting the results you want. So, a big thing for me, technically in my swing is just my takeaway. That's something I feel like we're always working on. And if I can kind of get that in a good spot, it seems like everything else falls into place for the most part. So I just saw him a couple of days ago, and we spent almost the whole lesson just on my takeaway and trying to get that dialed in. And then obviously you can always make more putts and chip it closer. So that's, something I'm really trying to get dialed in this offseason too.
What are you working on in your takeaway? Because it's funny, when we see someone like yourself play golf, you always wonder, like, how would you give that person a lesson? They can go around just fine.
Yeah.
So what are you trying to do with it?
I've always had a tendency to get my hands a little bit out and the club face a little open.
Okay.
And so what we're really working on is getting my hands to work a little bit more inside and just having the face a little bit more square, kind of halfway back and then up to the top.
From there.
When this, you think it would be the easiest thing to kind of get down. It's the first couple feet of the swing, but for whatever reason, my tendency is to do that. So we always kind of are managing that, and really it's funny how the feels kind of evolve just trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Even this year, we've obviously been working on it a lot too. And, I've maybe had 50 things I've thought of to do the exact same, thing,
Yeah.
just get the hands a little bit more in the club square. So, but it is hard too to, make big changes while you're also trying to compete too. And so, it's nice now to have this little bit of time to, really get this stuff down and get it to a point where hopefully next year it's not something I'm having to really actively think about while I'm playing.
How do you work on stuff like that? Are you a drill guy? Are you put a thing on your wrist guy? Are you a feel guy, or do you like to look at a screen? Like, I think everyone's, with whatever you're trying to work on in your swing, people can be different where I need a toy to feel something, or I need one swing thought, or I need to see it on TrackMan,
Yeah. I definitely like to use video just to see like what I'm feeling compared to what I'm actually doing. But I've never been big on, like wearing things, or, you get these things on your wrist or your forearms. Like, I like to have a feel, and the feel, that, because a feel is something I think I can take to the golf course easier if it were to get off, as opposed to if I'm wearing a bunch of different things, then maybe it's forcing me to get there, but I don't really have the feel on my own.
Yeah.
And so that's, sometimes we'll put maybe like if my hands are getting too out, he may hold a stick there. So I have to move the club, to not hit it, but it's still my own feel. And, I prefer to do things that way.
So you're in the off season working on this stuff in your swing. Just take us through a day and what a day in the off season looks like for you. Probably some kids in the morning.
Yeah, we Cooper's started some pre-K, so I'll normally take him and drop him off in the morning, and then it's actually pretty convenient. The gym that I work at with Colby's pretty close to there, so I'll pop in the gym and see Colby, come home, maybe make some breakfast, and then I'll either come out here. It's kind of the off season now, so they're closed a couple days a week here, but come out here and hit some balls, do some putting drills, and it's really nice too. Jason Bale, my coach, lives here also, so I can. He's at Jupiter Hills. I can pop over there and see him for just an hour. If I, one of those feels we were talking about, if I think I have something, I can send him a video or just pop over there and say, hey, this is what I'm thinking, and he can say, yay or nay, and then we can kind of keep moving forward. So it's really nice to have all those people here where I don't have to like travel to go get a lesson or anything like that.
Yeah, that's got to be really nice.